Hello ladies, welcome back. This is the 11th video on the bee journal. Today I'm going to be looking through and seeing how I can improve it and add a few touches. It won't be the last time I do that, but today I'm going to be doing a little bit of stamping to start with this pretty little bee stamp. I've already done this one. I'm not using my stamping machine today. I'm going to risk it. Going to risk it because I don't want to take all the pages out and, you know, mess about with them and maybe destroy some of what I've already done. So this being finishing touches, if I do mess up, I'll have to put something over it. So I started here in the corner. That was already part of the page. There's another one. I've put the bee stamp on a protractor. Just stuck it on there. And I've got my stays on. Might do some black and some brown. Just going to move it up a little bit. And mainly I'm just looking for blank areas that I might improve with a little stamp. So I think I'm going to do one in this corner here. And that balances nicely, doesn't it? We've just had a beautiful rainbow in the sky. We do get a lot of rainbows because we get a lot of rain. And this one was a real April shower. It was a deluge for a few minutes. But then the sun came out and the rainbow appeared and it was just wonderful. Oops, that wasn't brilliant, was it? Well, leave it as it is. Have a look. It's probably enough for that signature. So I'm going to the next signature, and I'm also going to go to the second half of the next signature because I don't want to be too repetitive. And I have got other stamps. So I'll just do two, I think. And then the next signature I'm going to be doing on the first, do it on the first half. Took the puppy out for the first time today for a little walk. Oh goodness, that's bad. going to have to cover that up. That's a good example of how not to do it. And so what I'm going to do with that is immediately cover it over. With butterfly. I took him to the park. His halter was still too tight in some places and too loose in others. So in the end we abandoned the halter and just used the collar. And I didn't know whether he would like to be in the park or on the floor or how it was going to work out, so it was a little bit nerve-wracking. But she was fine. And when a man came along and walked through the park, she wanted to follow him, which obviously wasn't a good idea, but we kept her on the lead the whole time, of course. And Larry carried her to the park. It's only just less than 5 minutes away. I'm not sure I like that. Let's make it defined a bit. And we were there for about 10 minutes. And she was sniffing around the floor and loving every minute of it. We were a little bit worried in case she slipped her collar. But she didn't, luckily. And then Larry carried her back home. Now, of course, we're going to have to be even more careful about the front door, so she doesn't get out, because now she knows what's the other side of that door, she's going to want to be out more and more, isn't she? Don't think I like that butterfly very much. Looks better that way, I think. I quite like that. That gives it a bit of interest, doesn't it? Because then you can see an interesting wing behind it. So I think, yeah, I'm going to leave that. Let's just get a sticky pad. This is the second halter that we got for Jenny. The first one, she managed to slip right out of it. So as soon as she gets a little bit bigger, she's still very small. And quite wriggly. Right, so I've turned a failure into a success. And added a little bit of interest. And I can't see the body of it. So I'm going to just add the bit of the body. There we are. So now I've leave that one and I'm turning over. I think this green page here is very nice. So I think maybe I'll be doing something with that a little bit more so I'm going to put the stamp on this side. Let's put it there. That is waiting to be sewn in. I'll put a clip there to remind me that I need to do something with it. And this page, I've got some lines. I'm going to sew that in, and this little piece of embossed paper I'm going to put under there like so. So I'm waiting to go upstairs and do that. I moved my sewing machine upstairs recently. That page I think I'm going to use the washi tape on again. So here's a candidate. Oops. Put that on the wrong way round. I'm a bit distracted, as you probably noticed, because I'll show you why. Underneath my table is my puppy, getting used to her new bed. She likes to sit under there when I'm busy and likes to listen to me talking, but she's obviously, so please forgive me. Her new bed only came today. Shall I go bottom or top? Top. I've been watching Spring Watch on the television, and I noticed yesterday how the badgers, they scramble up for their bed, all that lovely bedding that they can find outside their hole, and drag it down into the chamber, and that's just what she's doing now with it. She's using her front feet like paddles and making that bed how she wants it. How are we getting on? That one maybe is a good place. Okay, so we're at the last signature now, and I think I'm going to go at the front. Don't chew that. No, don't chew my desk, please. I said no. No, Jenny. Just chewing everything she can get hold of at the moment. Let's put it a bit further up. And there. one more at the end. Now I might add to these stamps. We'll see as we go along. So that's a few bees in there now. And the other thing I found the other day was this little packet of delights that Carol Burnett sent to me. There's little bees. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to put that there. And that there. But not yet, because they'll get knocked off while I'm still messing about. So that's the stamping done. That little bee came in this set. There he is. And the set came free with the magazine, so that's something to look out for, ladies. If you're new to this junk journaling and you don't know where the stamps are coming from, you can get them relatively cheaply if you buy the magazine. And I've got all these different ones for bees. Have a beautiful day, Queen for a day, just because, thinking about you. There's a little honeycomb that's gone up there. That's really nice. Happy birthday. I don't think we'll need that one. Happy bee day. Sweet as honey. Missing you. And then there's these little flowers. There's a honey pot. There's a hive. And there's some lovely flowers. Hive bean. And it came with this. Gives you a few examples of how to make a card with the bee stamps. Queen for a day. Queen for a day, and then it's matted onto dark orange, and then the card is a lighter orange. And that's another one. Ah, thunder. We're having a thunderstorm. That's why we have the heavy rain. These are April showers, which we're actually getting now in June. Another thing that I've got to stick in my bee journal is this. I look in magazines. Bees on bus stops. In the Dutch city of Utrecht, the tops of 316 bus stops have been planted with wildflowers and sedum plants. These are service stations for the city's bees. They have the added benefit of improving air quality. So I think that's lovely. What a lovely idea, and how simple and easy to do, really. So keeping that safe, be easy to lose that, wouldn't it? That's going to go into the journal. So what else have I got? I've got these two little tags that I can put in. A little bit of green tissue paper, that'd be good for collage. Oops, dropped something. No, that's not for you, that's for me. Thank you, thank you. Just retrieved it from the dog. That was one of Tracy Fox's little clips. I think these are all Tracy Fox's bits and pieces, not that. I think they were Screech Owl Studios. That's the country kit. But these are all from Tracy. I think from the field notes. I've got all these little things. These circles, if you put two together, stick it in the page, then you can put something in like that as a little tuck spot, which is nice, isn't it? So I'll do that. That's a nice little bit. And I'm going to put those in there. And then I've got some smaller pieces here. I've got some lovely little flowers. That I think Melissa sent me these. I've got this gorgeous little bee card, which I'm sure I can fit that in. That's lovely, isn't it? You see, I've been collecting bee ephemera for a long time now. It's a little tiny doily. Some more embossed card, that's white. That was just the end of something that I salvaged and kept. And then there's small little bits and pieces in here. So there we are. Okay, so to finish off this little session, I've come to this page here, which is the centre part of a signature. I think it's the first one. Yeah, the first one. And I'm going to collage on this page. I found some bits already in my pack. I have a Chinese food box with all sorts of small pieces in. Some I've bought, some have been gifted. And I've been through that and picked out one or two pieces. This is a soap wrapper, and the reason it's going in the journal is because it's lavender soap, which is one of the bees' favourites. It's the first piece, so I'm going to stick it on well. I'm finishing this a day after the other pieces because I got interrupted. That should do it. The next piece I'm going to put on is this lovely leaf print which Delphine did. She does some lovely leaf prints and eco dye pages in her journals, and she's also a very talented artist. And we're lucky to have her in the group. I'll show you something else she did in a minute. That I'm going to put there. While we're on that subject, I will carry on show you what she does. She painted this beautiful picture of a cow's face. Isn't it lovely? Her paintings are full of life and I love them all. I love the hairs the best, I think. I've put it on a little box at the back so that it sits up in my bookcase. And thank you, Delphine. She gave me that some time ago and I treasure it. Okay, so the next piece I'm going to put on is this about bee products. This is from one of Mrs. Cogg's kits. It's part of the healing journal kit that she did, and I'm going to put that there. It's warm today and the glue's drying quickly. And lastly, I've got this lovely little flower. This, I think, is a Tim Holtz, one of his cutouts. They're nice and sturdy. Before I put the glue on, let's decide where I'm going to put it. I don't want to cover up the writing or the picture. I'm not very good at covering things up. And it gets a bit lost there anyway, doesn't it? It's quite nice there. There. I think I like it there because the purpley background sets off the white flowers, doesn't it? If I put it down the bottom, it's a bit lost. So let's put the glue on and put it over the purple. Try and keep it away from my nail varnish because it melts that in a heartbeat. How about that? It fell in the right place. Must be my lucky day. Usually it doesn't. So there we are, ladies. Thank you for crafting along with me. I enjoyed your company. And I'll see you in the next session. Bye-bye for now.